Hello, welcome to Market Avenue. My name is Edward Nyako. U.S. Treasury yields rose on Monday as investors considered the stability of the banking sector after the takeover of Credit Suisse by UBS. The development came on the heels of central banks rushing to keep cash flowing through the world's financial systems after the failures of two U.S. banks and the rescue of Credit Suisse, sending shockwaves across global market. We'll cross over to the UK to talk to a financial analyst, Kojoko Sifrimpon. Also in the studio today is the CEO of Box Breaker Global, Bishop Dr. Damion, to discuss how entrepreneurs can navigate the waters of uncertainty. We now pause for the base language, and then we'll go to the Ghana Stock Exchange to look at how the equity market fared at the close of trading session today. So welcome back to Market Avenue. With me in the studio is Bishop Dr. Bennett. You're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Great to have you once again. Great. Now, Bishop, we've seen a lot of uncertainties globally since COVID and then the Russia-Ukraine war. Now, some turbulence in the financial market. What exactly, looking back, what exactly are you seeing?
Well, what we're seeing, we're noticing a systematic spirit of fear and panic that is taking over the world. When COVID came in, of course, COVID brought a level of uncertainty. Post-COVID, which is trying to heal, we still noticing that level of fear and panic. What we can do to overcome this is to kind of just calm our minds. Fear and panic, whenever decisions are made through fear and panic, we will never come to any great decision. And so what we're noticing throughout the world, when we're talking about governmental economics, we're talking about local civic economics in the public and the private sector, we're seeing this great panic, this great fear, and this great distrust in the governmental systems. And we have a lot of work to do if we're going to survive it.
If we're going to survive, a young man who has gone into entrepreneurship, and I'm seeing all these things happen. What should I do to be able to navigate these waters of uncertainty?
Well, one of the first things I would recommend, as I said before, is to calm your mind, calm your spirit, and begin to leverage your passions. We all know that wealth is built through passion. Wealth is built through doing something that you're passionate about. And so when we begin to leverage our passions and begin to own the sector that we are currently in. Ironically, technology is ruling the world. I heard your former guests talk about the bank crisis, the fallout, cryptos. And the crypto is rising. And the reason why the crypto is rising is because people are losing trust in the national banks. And they're moving now to an unregulated, deregulated currency that they feel the banks doesn't have any control over, which gives them a level of security. Well, cryptocurrency and all of these types of economics are rooted in technology. And in the technological sector, that sector is owned by the young people. You know, they do not own the industrial revolution.
I like that. The technology space is owned by the young people.
Owned by the young people.
Why is it owned by the young people?
Because it's relatively a fresh, new endeavor. It belongs in this generation. It was created in this generation for this generation. And what we have to do now is we have to begin to prepare our young people, not in archaic studies, but in taking advantage of the technological resources that are available to them right now so that they can succeed. Unfortunately, in Africa, and I love Africa, I'm here, unfortunately in Africa, we're not doing such a great job in preparing our young people to take advantage of the technological opportunities and resources that are available for them. And so we must kind of speed the horse along, those of us who have the ability to do so, in educating and inspiring and empowering our young people to see what is available to them, which is the technological sector. And the technological sector is so broad and it's so encompassing. And so there's room for everybody. No one can be left behind. if we really, really bring it out and begin to teach our young children, our young people, our young entrepreneurs to leverage on a industry that they actually own.
So let's give a case study of I'm a young man. I'm into the sewing of a nice dress like what you wear. I'm based in Ghana. But this unsaid interest rate is up, inflation is high. If you listen to the news, global financial markets seem to be in turbulence. What can I do as a young man to leverage on technology to make sure that I'm able to get the needed market to scale up production and then getting more income to boost my business?
Well, number one, marketing. Marketing has become something that has become so touch ready to young people and to the world today. Don't you remember back in the days we had to put up billboards all over the place, right?
Yeah.
And billboards, if you didn't see them, you missed it. But today, through social media, today through affiliate marketing, today through all of these types of things, young people can get their product to consumers relatively easy globally. You understand? Through web-based products, through web-based services, young entrepreneurs at their fingertips have everything that they need to really, really make a breakthrough in order to survive this financial crisis that the world is feeling today. Again, technology is a very broad-based system. So when you're talking about funding, when you're talking about finding liquidity for your business, of course, we just heard that the national traditional banks are
really under pressure.
Are really under pressure. We thank God for sovereign banks that are releasing liquidity to kind of bring some peace to the market. But however, through technological resources and opportunities, young people can raise money through crowdfunding. They can raise money through systems that enable them to invest something small in cryptocurrencies, in things like this, that can reap great benefits. And so right there, you have an abundance of available financial assets that young people can take advantage of if they just tap into the market that is owned by them.
How relevant is research in this time?
Oh, research is the highest relevance. Because you cannot take advantage of things you do not know anything about. And so we must read, we must research, we must invest the proper time to diversify ourselves. You know, diversification is not just money, it's not just asset allocation, but diversification is also mental and emotional. You know, it's also making sure that your mind is equipped to look at different avenues, to discover different resources, to not be stuck in one way of thinking, one way of producing, but you want to diversify your psychology. You want to diversify your vision and see opportunities that are not always visible because you were not looking there. But when you begin to open up your mind, open up your eyes, open up your heart, then you can discover that some of the greatest opportunities are actually already right in front of your face. So we need to diversify also, diversify our mind and also diversify our income possibilities. You know, gone are the days when you are looking to make money from one particular sector that you are good in. This generation will succeed if they learn how to diversify their income by looking at many opportunities within the sectors that they're already working. You mentioned tailoring. Well, that's not a technological job. Some people might be in agriculture. That's not a technological job. But when we marry these things with technology, then you are ahead of the game. You understand? You are ahead of the game. So those are some of the things that we can do.
How relevant is networking as well?
Networking, again, is a game changer for young people today, because synergy, right, is a word that comes out of networking. Synergizing and learning how to build positive relationships that are purpose-driven, that are
I like that, purpose-driven.
Purpose-driven relationships.
Exactly.
Yes, no one wants to waste time. Yeah, time is an asset today, right? Time is not a liability; it's an asset. So as we're building relationships, we want to build relationships that are purpose-driven, that are intentional, that are precise to the end goal of what I am trying to achieve.
You've been in Ghana for some time now. What are some of the opportunities do you see where perhaps the young guys in town or into entrepreneurs might have not seen, but you can talk to them about?
Well, for the young people today, I would like to share with them something that I've always shared since I've been in Africa. And that, Africa is an emerging market. And Ghana is a very strong emerging market, as Ghana has positioned herself on the world stage to become a gateway into West Africa and Africa as a whole. And so a lot of young people, they're rushing, they want to leave Africa, they don't see. But I want to encourage them that people are not investing in Africa because there's nothing here. You understand? Something is here why multinational companies are coming here from the West. And so take advantage on and look within your own soil, because the land you curse will never produce for you.
I like that.
Yes.
A land you curse
will
never produce for you.
Yes.
So what do you have to do?
Well, first you have to become patriotic. Number one, love your land, love yourself, love your people. And then look at what can be done. The best way to make money from any generation today is to solve problems. Find something that needs to be solved. Look internally at something that needs to be done, and see if God can give you, because he tells us, the Lord says that I have put the wisdom of knowledge and wisdom for you to gain wealth. And so look internally, look at problems that are around you, look at circumstances, and try to see if you can solve that. I'll give you a good example, if you will permit me. When I came here, I didn't come here to start business. I came here for ministry. But as I was doing ministry, I began to notice that a lot of companies here are not taking advantage of technology. And because of that, they are still on a very first ground level business model. So I created a company that is building an app and building a website that small companies, medium-sized companies, and even large companies can take advantage of to manage their business internally. And this is an introductory way of marrying your business with technology. And we make it so affordable that profit for me is not even something we're looking at. But we want to make impact. And so I saw a problem and I created a solution. And in doing so, we will be able to help a lot of people, help a lot of companies, and help a lot of businesses to grow. So I encourage young people all over the country to look internally, become the destiny helper that you are praying God to send you.
On the outlook, looking at what is happening, what do you foresee? Some see gloom.
No.
Some see glow of light.
No.
What do you see?
Well, in America, whenever companies are going on clearance sales, for the consumer, it looks bad. But for the investor, it's the best time of the market, because it lets us know that anytime something is going down, it cannot stay down forever. If you are a trader, you know that sellers are always trying to drop the market and buyers are always trying to rise the market. So when a depression is taking place, or a recession is taking place, or a gloom or is in the horizon, it actually is a great time to invest in that particular soil, because there's only one thing that can happen after a crash is a rise.
After a crash, there is a rise.
There must be a rise. It's called the Great Phoenix.
Wow, that's interesting. So finally, as we wrap up today, we're going to do a lot of things.
Yes.
The market, looking at the global market today, do you foresee young guys getting up, space to also rise up and be counted in these times of gloom?
Well, if you would permit me, I would probably not say get in space. I would say that young people must become vigilant in creating space, become vigilant in making sure they're not left behind, becoming vigilant in making sure that they are counted. That means that they're going to have to become very strong-minded, strong-willed, determined, and focused. Stop scrolling on the phone and use the phone as an asset to create space for you, because through technology, space is always available.
Thank you very much, Bishop Bennett, for your time. Through technology, space is available.
Yes.
So there's our wrap up on Market Avenue today. My name is Edward Nyako. God willing, we'll come your way again tomorrow. Shalom.